Good evening and welcome. Welcome to our Heart of Peace meditation. My name is Aldo Yniguez, and I'm one of the practitioners here in our center called the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. Heart of Peace is a collective effort of all the global centers for spiritual living, CSL. We are joining all other centers and the whole humanity around the globe meditating, simply thinking peace. In our local center, we hold the Heart of Peace meditation every second Wednesday of the month. And our program tonight will be an hour. A single sound of the bell, which is this bell here, will signal the opening centering prayer. And then right after the prayer, another single sound of the bell signals the start of our sound bath meditation with Karen. Then we are going to go to a 5-minute total silence. And then for those of you who are watching on Facebook and YouTube, there will be a 5-minute video that will be played on screen while we observe total silence in our sanctuary. And after, we will proceed to read our peace affirmation that will be repeated 3 times. We are so honored and blessed to have our center partnered with the Nevada Office for Suicide Prevention as our meditation beneficiary for the month of August. And may I invite Mr. Richard Egan to speak briefly about the organization.
Thank you. I am Richard Egan, Office of Suicide Prevention for the state of Nevada. I spent 26 years in the United States Air Force, worked for Department of Family Services for 2. And for the past decade or so, I've been working for the Office of Suicide Prevention to prevent suicides in our state. When I started, we were 6th in the nation. Since then, we've been out of the top 10 twice now. And it's not just the Office of Suicide Prevention, it's everybody out there learning what they can do to intervene with somebody who might be in crisis and helping them connect to resources. In the Office of Suicide Prevention, we have a suicide prevention plan that's on our webpage where any organization can get involved. To get involved in finding out how they can have a suicide-safer organization, get training just like CPR for a heart attack. You can be suicide alert for somebody that's going through a life crisis, whether it's financial trouble, relationship issues, loss of loved ones. Sometimes life can be overwhelming, and the number one resiliency factor for life becoming overwhelming is connectiveness, like this organization here. Building connectiveness within the community, within families. How can you get involved? The Office of Suicide Prevention, we have trainings available anywhere from 2 hours to 2 days to teach you how to intervene with somebody with thoughts of suicide or just might be overwhelmed with life issues, and it hasn't gotten to that point. But if we don't recognize when somebody is struggling with life issues and we don't reach out to them with our hand, our open hand, come alongside them, be with them, share your experiences to help them through what they might be going through, then those people will just sit there in silence and isolation. Suicide breeds in darkness and silence. When you talk about it, it turns on the light and allows you to have a conversation about what might be bothering you. The ones that are in this room here, is divorce a risk factor for suicide? It is. And many people go through a divorce without help, without guidance, without somebody coming alongside of them. If you see somebody struggling with life issues, I encourage you to ask them, what can I do for you? How can I help you? Our webpage is www.suicideprevention.nv.gov. In the sanctuary here, my cards are over there on the counter. I have brochures on the counter. If you want to find out more what you can do and how you can get involved, give me a call, send me an email. We'll show how you can make a difference, not only in your church, in your community, your workplaces. What I teach you, I expect you to use with your profession, but chances are what I teach you, you use with a family or friend first. because we know when somebody's struggling, they hint to a family or friend to see what they'll do with that information, see how they'll help with that information, because they are afraid of being judged. I want to open it up just a few moments here to any questions that might be going on out there that you might have concerning suicide prevention efforts in the state of Nevada or in Clark County. Because there's a lot of things being said out there that sometimes we need to clear it up and give information that's accurate and helpful. Is there any questions out there? Yes?
I do have a question. So, from what I know, generally, a lot of people that are on that path of possibly suicide are experiencing anxiety or depression or overwhelm. But sometimes, if you ask them how you can help them, there's not always a response, or they don't want to be a burden or a bother. So, is there something in your knowledge and what you teach? What would be a step to get them to open up or to assist them when they are in that particular state?
So individuals with thoughts of suicide, chances are they are depressed, about 63.6% of them. We also have individuals that are struggling with many different types of issues that they may give clues to and hints to without even knowing it. And these are the things that we recognize. They don't know what to do about their thoughts of suicide. And when they don't know what to do about it, that's when they seek other people that might know. And that's what we teach, is those other things that might help somebody. And believe me, the number one thing to help somebody out of a life crisis is to listen non-judgmentally of what got them there. Many times we try to fix it. Many times we go at it as, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. That's not always helpful. Sometimes being helpful is just listening and letting them download the pain that got them to that point. And a lot of what we teach is how to do that. Of course, we teach about resources, because in a state that's 51st in the nation, we have a long way to go with resources, right? So we have to teach a lot about the resources we do have, because I'm a firm believer that we can utilize what we do have more effectively and stop putting it off and saying, we just need more, we need more. Let's put it back on our plate and utilize what we do have more effectively. Yes, ma'am.
We have a question online. What is your organization doing to prevent depression, which may lead to suicide in our schools? Per the study, the lockdown has caused a rise in depression, anxiety, fear, and suicide.
So with our schools and the added stressors that are put on individuals' lives, the Office of Suicide Prevention works with schools districts. We have a grant coming up to bring youth mental health first aid and many other trainings to charter schools and private schools in Southern Nevada. But we also have the same grant up in the north with the charter schools, private schools, and public schools. The only reason we don't have it specific for public schools down here is because the public school district got the same grant not too long ago. And so we're trying to fill in those other gaps to be able to help individuals within the school districts be more aware of what those signs of depression and those circumstances that might lead somebody into that dark place looks like. But not only that, how to help them, how to reach out to them, how to utilize those services that are out there. The state of Nevada, one huge step in the right direction. We now have what's called mobile crisis. Any family that is struggling with mental health or suicidal ideation, we have a team across this whole state, mobile crisis, that will actually work with the family for 30 to 45 days to help stabilize the family, help them navigate insurance, and of course, connect them to appropriate resources that supports the family.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have, as an office, an ongoing suicide support group to support the family members, friends of those who have completed suicide?
Yes, and we have multiple groups. They're mostly in the community. They're across the whole state, and now with the virtual realm, we have many groups that meet virtually. And so that support network has expanded quite a bit. It was disrupted a little bit with 2020 and trying to navigate all that, but they seem to be coming back up in droves and being much larger than they were because of the breaking down of the stigma and taboo. And so we have them across the valley and across the state. And if anybody's interested, you can call my office, 702-486-8225, and I'll connect you to what's available out there. Any other questions? I want to thank you for having me out tonight, and I want to especially thank this organization because you guys let me and my team come in here and use your space to teach individuals, to bring many different professionals and community members together in this room to learn suicide prevention efforts. And because of your generosity and your help from this organization has stepped up our ability to get people into the classroom. And so I want to thank you for everything you've done. With that, I'll turn it back over Aldo. Thank you, Aldo.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard. So we added a little twist for tonight's centering, and we invited a special guest who's a true yogi. Her name is Nina Linda Alvarenga. Did I say that right, Linda? Nina's love for practicing and teaching yoga extends beyond the classroom environment. Being calm, peaceful, and compassionate is a way of life. She discovered yoga in 2008 and has been leading classes since 2011. You'll enjoy her style that welcomes all ages and abilities, that is inspirational and soothing. A combination of various lineages of yoga. Nina also teaches yoga for kids at Safi across the street. Just you know. May I invite everyone to find yourself in a comfortable position, wherever you are at the moment, whether you are here in person, or here in the center, or at the home, or on your comfy couch or bed. I invite everyone now to take this moment to be still and pause, focusing on our breath. We focus on our breath to gratefully experience this plentiful, superabundant, inexhaustible air that we breathe. So let us take 5 deliberate breaths, and for every inhale, mentally say thank you. And as you slowly exhale, mentally say thank you. Please let us all welcome Nina.
Thank you, Aldo. An absolute pleasure to be here with you. After listening to him talk about my bio, I guess you would say, it's amazing to me how much time has passed when I first started practicing yoga in, I think, 2008. And here we are in 2021. And it's so nice to see the transformation and change of a lot of people after them being my students for a lot of years, or even for the first time, and then they keep on coming back and coming back. So a pleasure to shine a little light and bring it into the space. And to those of you that are online, to be able to participate. So grateful to be able to have, the social media so we could share with everyone, so they could be in the comfort of their home or be amongst all of us. So we're gonna do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of breathing, and thank you for starting with the breathing, because I always get very excited and nervous, Aldo, so I appreciate that. Even at this day and age of so many years of teaching, I still get very, very excited. So the breathing keeps me grounded and centered. And with that said, that's what we're doing now. We're centering. So
If you're at home, maybe you come up to the edge of your bed. If you're in your chair here with me, or if you're sitting on the couch, come to the edge a little bit. Anchor your feet, right? Really feel your feet pressing down the toes, the heels, and then lift up nice and tall, showing that proudness that you have for yourself, that dignity that you have for yourself, and how you represent yourself in the world with good posture, good intention. And then maybe you close your eyes or soften your gaze, whatever makes you feel comfortably supported. Maybe you place one hand on your heart, one hand on your tummy, and using your hands as reference, not only to feel the beating of your heart that gave you life today along with your breath, but feeling your soft center tummy where you put all your nutrients in, thankful for the food that you've consumed today, the fuel that has allowed you to come here or turn on your device at home and be able to enjoy these words that maybe inspire you or help you feel connected again. Maybe you lost your way for a few moments, and right now, these few moments with yourself will help you feel, this is it. I'm living it. I'm not lacking anything. I have all that I need. All my essentials are met. But if there's anything else that you would like to add to this intention, this prayer, sometimes we call it, whatever word that you have for it, it's that connection to yourself, to life, and to all that surrounds you. Maybe 1 or 3 words describe that. So let's take that moment together and find those words that represent you or you would like to embody. Repeat it to yourself 2 more times internally so that it stays with you. And then seal it with your breath. A nice full breath in and a nice deep full breath out. And continue to breathe nice and deep in a comfortable manner without force, just a nice wave of breath in and out. And do your best to maintain that wave of breath, that it feels comfortable to you, of course, right? And then release the hands from your body. You just take some neck rolls. Oftentimes we hold a lot of tension in our neck and our shoulders. So just begin to rotate the hat, right? If you would imagine. I don't want to do all the movements with you. I want you to be able to hear me, right? So roll your head out about 3 or 4 times in one direction. Breathe through your nose. Breathe out the nose. Good. Nice breathing, everyone. And then as you finish up and bring the chin into your chest, begin to roll out in the opposite direction. 3 or 4 times. As we release some kinks through the body, it allows us to feel a little bit better, a little bit more centered, a little bit more grounded. And as you finish up, pick up your chin and look side to side. Side to side. As you travel through the center, work with your shoulders. We tend to slouch them out through daily life. So we really want to open up the heart, open up the lungs so we could really maintain that breathing capacity, that energy level, and begin to roll up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Well done. A couple more times. Up, back, and down. Maybe you didn't realize that you had some of that tension in your shoulders, right? And then go ahead and push your hands away from you, right? So if you're in a chair, it makes it very accessible. Push your hands away from you. And begin to open and close your hands nice and bright, nice and tight, nice and bright, nice and tight. Maintaining the dexterity of your hands. And maybe look at your hands and take a gander. Those hands have done so much for me today. I'm so grateful for my hands. right? These little things that keep us in the moment. Roll out your wrist a few times in each direction. Bring your arms up to the sky. Hey, hi. Here I am, celebrating life. I'm alive. I'm not lacking anything. I have all that I need, right? And then take a little sway to the right as I mirror you. A little stretch of the side body. Take a sway to the left. And there's a little laughter in the audience. I love that. Good. And do that one more time, side to side. Right? And then you realize, oh my God, I really did need this, right? And then as you come in through the center, we're going to go ahead and take a twist to the right. So place your hands wherever they go and take a little twist. And maybe move through your head a little bit more. Good. And then take a deep breath. Lift nice and tall in your twist. Good. And then take it to the opposite side. Maybe the head rotates a little bit more. Nice and tall. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. So just those little things, moving your body, appreciating your body parts, appreciating your breath, your heartbeat. Everybody's heartbeat, everybody's breath is a different rhythm. We march to the beat of our drum. But most of all, as we breathe, we create calmness and we are kind to other people. We create more of a space of compassion towards other people. We create more space to support each other when we need it the most, right? So remember that space. Close your eyes again. Take a couple more deep breaths. We all have access to our breath. And that breath, even 3 to 6 deep breaths, reset our nervous system. And as we begin to infuse positive words into this breathing, we begin to reroute the neural pathways of our brain. We have the ability to remold and reroute our thoughts from negativity to positivity, to gratitude, to appreciation, kindness, and compassion. Thank you so much for your time and listening to me and participating. Hope to see you again. And as we say in yoga, namaste.
Let us continue to keep our eyes closed as we are far more aware of our bodies. I invite you to become aware of your feet, the feeling of your feet in your shoes, and the feeling of the earth below that. Becoming aware of Mother Earth as she vibrates beneath your feet. She holds your weight when you walk. She sends out vibrations through the trees and the plants and the insects. Vibration and allow that vibration to move up through your body. Imagine there is a flow of energy rising from the earth, rising up your legs into your torso, up into your heart, down your arms all the way to the tips of your fingers, up your neck and into your head. And let us all take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. As you sink into your seat, wherever that may be. If you are laying down, allowing your body to just let go, let go, let go. I invite you to take another deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth as you relax and sink ever deeper into your seat. Still aware of the energy of the earth that rises. Even if you are in a tall building, that energy still rises to reach you, to embrace you, to love you. If you allow that energy, that Mother Earth energy, that earthy vibe, allow it to move through you as you relax. And here, with your eyes closed and your body safe and warm and so much more relaxed, I invite you to become aware of the space directly in front of your body. There's such a beautiful space there. For everything is space, energy, vibrations, and frequencies, of which we sense all of them through our beautiful senses, our gifts of being alive, our sense of sight, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. Senses, but here now with your eyes closed, you've turned off a very, very powerful sense. And in so doing, you tune in. You tune in. And you become aware of this space directly in front of you. It's very, very spacious. And there's more space there. For we have a tendency to protect ourselves by placing a barrier of sorts, a wall, an invisible point where we stop the space. So I invite you to open that space. Whatever you perceive, allow yourself to extend, open, widen the space in front of you, for there is an infinite amount of space in front of you. Open it wider, more, expand, more, so much more space. And now I invite you to become aware of the space behind you. And there is also a wall there, a barrier, protection, if you will. Allow yourself to push that barrier down, knock it down, push it aside, and allow yourself to expand behind you more. There's more space there for you. More, so much more space. And there is space to the left and to the right of you. I invite you to open that space as well. Push down those barriers, those walls. There is space for you. There is space. Wider, more, expanding, more. Feel into that glorious space. More, wider. Yes, and now you have this full space around you, 360 degrees around you, a beautiful circle of space. And let us now breathe into this space. I invite you to take 7 counts of an inhale. Hold it for 7 counts. 7 counts of an exhale. Hold it for 7 counts. 7 counts of an inhale. Hold it for 7 counts. And etc., etc. And as you focus on your breath, you become aware of this beautiful breath of life here in this glorious space. As you breathe in from this opening of space, there's so much more air for you to breathe. It is the breath of life, for when you came into this world, you took a deep breath in and you were alive. And when you transition, you will take a deep breath out and you will transition. Thus, life is a beautiful circle of breath. So let us honor this breath of life this evening as we expand in the space around us, breathing at your own tempo, holding it, letting go, holding it, breathing in, holding it, letting go. We mustn't forget the space above and below, below and above. There is a place where you stop the space, you stop the flow. Open that barrier, push away that wall, that ceiling, push away that floor, and allow yourself to be suspended, beautifully suspended in this glorious dark as you breathe, breathing in, holding it, breathing out, holding it. And on your next exhale, I invite you to release any tension, to release any fear, any sadness, to release any worry, any anxiety. Just let it go. Allow it to release into the space around you. Let it go. And on your next exhale, I invite you to release whatever you are holding on to with such intensity that you'd rather hold on to it instead of being free. This is your time to release it. Release it. Just let go. Release it. And now in this great expanse of this very wide bubble that you find yourself in, oftentimes called your biofield, your bioenergetic field, it is the space of you, for everything is encompassed in this space around you. All of your dreams, the past, your future, all of it is already encompassed in the space around you. And there are places in this space where it contracts. And now you see that there is a gift that arrives from above. Just above your bubble, there is a white light that is asking to enter into your bubble. It is a beautiful, healing white light. And all you have to do is say yes. And as you do so, it gently descends, spiraling down, 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 spiraling down to the top of your head. And now there is a door at the top of your head. Open that door and allow this beautiful, healing, bright white light to spiral down into your head, spiraling through and around your head, down into your neck and your shoulders, down your arms, all the way to the tips of your fingers. This beautiful healing white light is spiraling and twisting and twirling down into your torso, into your heart, down through your belly, down through your hips, into your legs, and all the way down to the tips of your beautiful little toes. And it is so nurturing, this healing white light. It calms you. It invigorates you at the same time. It rejuvenates your soul, your being, as it moves through you. It is such a beautiful, joyous sensation. And now the light asks to arrive from below, and it spirals up from below, for you have already given it permission. It spirals up your feet and encounters the light from above, and they move in both directions, moving up your body, up your legs, through your torso, down your arms, and up your neck, and into your head, and this beautiful flow of light, this beautiful flow of healing light goes everywhere through you. It is invigorating your cells and molecules. The particulates of your being are energized and give you peace, taking away all of those places where you are holding tension. As you inhale more of this beautiful, healing, bright, white light, inhaling more of it into your body. And now you realize that when you inhale, it is also spreading into your bubble, filling the space completely around you, filling the space, moving in all directions, twirling and swirling. This beautiful, healing white light is everywhere in your bubble, extending far out. And as you breathe in more of this light, it surrounds you, and you are completely surrounded in this healing white light. And you notice that there are dark spots here and there, gray spots over there and over there, and places where there seems to be static, places where it contracts. And now you are invited to exhale once again, and in your exhale, release your burdens, release your worries, release that argument you had with your partner, release your worries about your elders, release the pain and sorrow of day-to-day life. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And notice how those dark spots begin to dissolve. Notice how those gray spots begin to dissipate. As you let go, you release, and know that all of that can be released with ease. All you have to do is just let go. And you notice that the static begins to smooth, that the white light begins to vibrate like beautiful waves. And you notice the contractions begin to expand, and your world is brighter and lighter, and you feel as if you are floating in this beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And now on your next inhale, I invite you to inhale this white directly into your heart. Feel it expand into your heart. And as you feel it moving and gyrating around in your heart, as you continue to breathe 7, 7, 7, and 7, I invite you to think about what you are truly grateful for today. What are you grateful for? What makes your heart sing? your heart expands, and notice how your bubble expands in gratitude. And as you do so, our hearts expand in the coherent vibration of gratitude. As I invite you to breathe normally now, focusing that white light in your hearts, feeling your bubble expand, feeling that beautiful heart expand in the energy of gratitude. Oh, there is so much joy as your heart sings in the vibration of gratitude, filled with the healing white light. Your bubble expands even more, and all of our bubbles connect. And this vibration expands far and wide, deep into the hearts of all humanity. All of humanity aware of this high vibrational, loving vibration of gratitude. For gratitude is a spectrum of love, and in so doing our vibration expands and clarifies, and there is such peace. There is such peace. And you notice that here in this space of gratitude, you are not alone. Your angels and guides and loved ones are near. For vibrating in this space, there can only be love. Your angels and guides are near, and they are letting you know that they are here vibrating in this glorious, healing white light, filling your heart with more love as they embrace you, loved ones, ancestors, angels, guides, light beings, all here to remind you of your greatness, to remind you of your magnificence, to remind you that you are never, ever alone. And they hold your heart in harmony. They hold your heart in love and caring and kindness. And they remind you to let your light shine. Tap into this vibration and all will be well, even in the face of difficult and challenging times. Remember that the truth shines through your heart, and you are loved. You are loved. And now you have this moment to converse or to just be held and to feel the glorious vibration of their gratitude and love for you. Koto
relax and become a vessel for peace and a soothing presence to those around me. Turning within, I am centered in peace that covers every circumstance and concern. Every heartbeat sends a signal to my body and mind. Peace, peace, peace. I relax into peace. I am a radiating center of peace, blessing the world. I demonstrate peace in my own life and interactions with others. When I choose peace, I make a positive impact on the world. My heart is a sacred space of peace. Powerfully, peacefully, I speak to right wrongs and improve conditions. I bring about peace through my words. I am so grateful to know that I am surrounded by a loving, divine presence that inspires me to be the peace that I wish to experience. Today, I consciously choose peace as the guiding principle in all that I think, say, and do. Peace is already present, deep in the experience of humanity, and its reverberation is known and felt by every being in our global community. Peace is joy. Joy is peace. This spiritual truth now resides within the heart of all beings in this moment and forevermore. There is only one perfect heart of peace, and it lives in me now. My faith reveals to me now ways to overcome any false beliefs and brings me perfect peace. Peace is my priority. I am open to this moment. I am a living, breathing example of the kind, peaceful world I want to live in. I am at peace with everyone and everything. I am the peace the world needs to see. I am peace. Peace is my choice. I shine my light, it uplifts me and goes out into the universe as it touches everyone everywhere. I am a perfect example of the peace I feel each day. With my heart and ears, I feel and listen in God. I feel and hear the joys of life. I am part of life. I listen with love and in peace. The divine as peace is everywhere, and I am open to receive it. I am guided, guarded, and supported by the divine presence and essence of peace. I am a masterpiece, shaping, learning, and allowing my personal conversation and action grow through, in, and around diversity and all spiritual paths of faith. I am peace. Peace is now. I affirm peace in my mind.
I relax and become a vessel of peace in the soothing presence of those around me. Turning within, I am centered in peace that covers every circumstance and concern. Every heartbeat sends a signal to my body and mind. Peace, peace, peace. I relax in peace. I am radiating center of peace, blessing the world. I demonstrate peace in my own life and interaction interactions with others. When I choose peace, I make a positive impact on the world. My heart is a sacred space of peace. Powerfully, peacefully, I speak the rights and wrongs and improve conditions and brings about peace through my words. I am grateful to know that I am surrounded by a loving, divine presence that inspires me to be the peace that I wish to experience. Today, I constantly choose peace as the guiding principle in all that I think, say, and do. Peace is already present deep in the experience of humanity, and its reverberation is known and felt by every being in our global community. Peace is joy. Joy is peace. This spiritual truth now resides within the hearts of all beings in this moment and forevermore. There is only one perfect heart of peace that lives in me now. My faith reveals to me now ways to overcome my false beliefs and brings to my perfect peace. Peace is in my priority. I am open to this moment. I'm a living, breathing example of a kind of peaceful world I want to live in. I am peace with everyone and everything. I am peace the world needs to see. I am peace. Peace is my choice. Shine my light. It uplifts me and goes out into the universe as it touches everyone everywhere. I am a perfect example of peace I feel each day. With my heart and ears, I feel and listen to God. I feel and hear the joy of life. I am part of life. I listen to love and in peace. The divine as peace is everywhere. I am open to receive it. I'm guided, guarded, and supported by divine presence and essence of peace. I am a master peace shaping this learning and allowing my personal conversation and action to go through, in, and around diversity and all the spiritual paths to peace. I am peace. Peace is now. I affirm peace in my mind.
I relax and become a vessel for peace and a soothing presence to those around me. Turning within, I am centered in peace that covers every circumstance and concern. Every heartbeat sends a signal to my body, my mind, peace, peace, peace. I relax into peace. I am radiating center of peace, blessing the world. I demonstrate peace in my own life and interactions with others. When I choose peace, I make a positive impact on the world. My heart is a sacred space of peace. Powerfully, peacefully, I speak to right wrongs and improve conditions. I bring about peace through my words. I am so grateful to know that I am surrounded by a loving, divine presence that inspires me to be the peace that I wish to experience. Today, I consciously choose peace as the guiding principle in all that I think, say, and do. Peace is already present, deep in the experience of humanity, and its reverberation is known and felt by every being in our global community. Peace is joy. Joy is peace. The spiritual truth now resides within the heart of all beings in this moment and forevermore. There is only one peaceful heart. That is the heart of peace, and it lives in me now. My faith reveals to me now new ways to overcome any false beliefs and and brings me perfect peace. Peace is my priority. I am open to this moment. I am a living, breathing example of the kind of peaceful world I want to live in. I am peace with everyone and everything. I am peace. The world needs to see. I am peace. Peace is my choice. I shine my light. It uplifts me and goes out into the universe as it touches everyone everywhere. I am a perfect example of the peace I feel each day. With my heart and ears, I feel and listen in God. I feel and hear the joys of life. I am part of life. I listen with love and in peace. The divine as peace is everywhere, and I am open to receiving it. I am guided, guarded, and supported by the divine presence and the essence of peace. I am a master of peace, shaping, learning, and allowing my personal conversation and action grow through, in, and around diversity and all spiritual path of faith. I am peace. Peace is now. I affirm peace in my mind, and so it is.
I invite everyone to slowly come back into the room, feel the space around you. And as we do that, let's take another deep breath in. Just let go. Welcome back. What a beautiful Heart of Peace meditation tonight. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you very much, Nina, for that wonderful, peaceful, and calming centering, that, the yoga and everything. Thank you so much. By the way, Nina is also my yoga instructor at the gym. Yeah, this is good. And thank you, Richard, from the Libari Office for Suicide Prevention, our community partner for the month of August. Thank you for allowing our Heart of Peace to meditate and pray with you and your office. As always, a big gratitude goes to our dear Karen Jones, who shares her gift of the crystal sound bath and her beautiful voice with so much ease and grace. Thank you so much. And thank you, Yvonne and Charlie, right? Charlie's here, for giving the order of the ebb and flow of broadcasting, as I might say, our service on social media too. Thank you, Kanan, for coming out tonight, for making our voice heard loud and clear. And thank you, of course, to our dear Reverends, Reverend Cheryl, Reverend Stacy, and the Ministry of Prayer team. Some of them are here, and Franny, and each one of our beautiful souls here in the center. You are indeed the true Heart of Peace. Thank you so much. And I would like to invite everyone to meditate again with us next Burr month, which is already September. Can you believe that? September 8th would be the second Tuesday of, correct? September 8th, right?
Second Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes. Sorry. I put Tuesday, I don't know, for some reason. And yeah, because it's Bear Month now. And next month, Reverend Stacy, are we going to, who's our community partner for next month? Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. And for our closing prayer, I would like to thank in advance Reverend Jeff Ryan from Riverside CSL for saying yes to us tonight. Please let us all welcome our beloved Reverend Jeff Ryan for our closing prayer.
Let's come together in consciousness. I invite you to close your eyes and to turn within, if that's comfortable for you. So just taking in a nice deep breath. We center in once again, recognizing that there is just one power, one presence, one life, one love, one infinite eternal. It is the allness, the isness, and the fullness that is the totality of life itself. It brought forth all of creation, through itself, of itself, as itself. Therefore, I know that I am one with this life, that this life is the very who of who I am, that I am inseparable from it. It lives, moves, breathes, and has its being in, through, and as me, and I as it. And as I know that this is true of me, I know that this is true of everyone gathered here this day, that each one is one with the one. Each one is separable from this one infinite, eternal, blessed, beautiful life that is forever expressing itself, expressing the magnificence of itself. And so I speak my word here and now for this beloved community, recognizing that each one of us is the magnificence of the divine, expressing fully, completely, and wholly just as we are. Each one of us is a beautiful, perfect, glorious expression of this one life, just as we are. Each one of us is a beautiful, glorious, magnificent expression of the one love, just as we are. And because I know that this is the truth of my being, and I know that this is the truth of all of life, of all of consciousness, of each and every person, it is this oneness, it is this knowing that allows me each and every day, despite any challenge that I may be facing, that allows me each and every day to get up and say yes to life. It allows me to dress up and be ready, because it is this one relationship that is maintaining and sustaining me. It is this one relationship that lives me as me. And so I get up, I dress up, and then I show up for life itself. I say yes to life here and now. I say yes to the beauty. I say yes to the magnificence, because it is this one relationship, the only relationship that is, the relationship with Spirit itself, recognizing that that is the very who of who I am, that allows me each and every moment to remember who I am, to show up, to be present for, and to live fully as the divine life itself. And so I know that as we go forth from this gathering this evening, that we do so in high consciousness. I know that we do so in love. I know that we do so in peace. I know that we do so as the divine emanation, impartation, and manifestations of this one life. And how glorious this magnificence is. How glorious it is to recognize and know this truth. And so we move forward from the space in love. We move forward from the space in light. We move forward from the space in life. I give thanks for the beauty of this evening. I give thanks for this truth. And I release this word now, knowing it is done, knowing that it is fulfilled, knowing that it is absolutely so. And together we affirm, and so it is.
Starts sinking and I'm thinking, what's the reason why we holding back from being kind? What's the disease? But then I sense we are fine. It'll all happen one small step at a time. When the world is full of violence and it needs a little kindness, I just sit and pray in silence, and God shows me the signs. Open my eyes, realize we are fine. one small act at a time. Last night I'm walking home and the homeless man says hello with a smile to let me know that he's got a lot of hope. He says, have faith, young man, we are fine. The world is kind. One small act at a time. Small acts we do together, even though maybe alone, changes the world for the better, so we can call it home. And this is life as we know, when our hearts are aligned, the magic that unfolds, one small act at a time. Throw your hearts up, let it fly high, let your love for all the world spread through the sky. Let it drop down, let it all go, spreading kindness to every single living soul. Can you see your love from me shining through? Cause what you see in me, I can see in you. And soon enough, you and me will be out of time, and kindness will be all we can leave behind. Yeah, feeling grateful today. Never thought this day would come where I would feel it and say that each and every one of us has paved the way doing good, and now we're all just moving up. When I'm kinda you pay it forward. This is how we build trust. Never had faith, but now I'm seeing you eye to eye. Wanna gift you my life, wanna spread love before I die. Thank you, God, for finally letting me realize when I serve man, I'm really serving you in disguise. Smiles everywhere, cause now everybody's got the bug. Ain't no life without the love. If it is, it ain't no fun. What we gonna do now? Just grab a friend and give a hug. Spread it out real wide so everyone can be touched. Throw your hearts up, let it fly high, let your love for all the world spread through the sky. Let it drop down, let it all go, spreading kindness to every single living soul. Can you see your love from me shining through? Cause what you see in me, I can see in you. And soon enough, you and me will be out of time, and kindness will be all we can leave behind. Every single living soul. Can you see your love from me shining through? Cause what you see in me, I can see in you. And soon enough, you and me will be out of time, and kindness will be all we can leave behind.
We have come into a time where change is inevitable. And as the world we live in changes around us, there is a place that nurtures you with compassion, love, and brings out your inner strength. At the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, we work to create a world that works for everyone. By sharing both personal and spiritual tools, we can help you navigate through and create a life you love. If mindfulness, prosperity, abundance, and peace are on your list of what you're looking for, come join us and be part of something wonderful. Wherever you are in your spiritual path, you are always welcome here. Join us in person or as live stream on Facebook each Sunday. For more information, visit us at www.lasvegascsl.org.